Okay, good morning, students. Today we will talk about advantages of vegetative reproduction. Okay, so in the last videos I have explained what is the meaning of vegetative reproduction or propagation. So let's recall for a few minutes, like what is vegetative reproduction? It means what? Production of new plant, isn't it? Production of new organism from the vegetative part of the parent plant body. So that is the meaning of vegetative propagation. So what are the advantages we get from vegetative reproduction? So let's see. Number first one is their low cost, isn't it? The first one is the low cost. That means in vegetative reproduction you don't have to expend much money. In a very low amount also you can multiply the number of the plant which you want to grow. Next, it is an easy process, and in case of vegetative propagation it is a very easy process. Okay, because in case of seed you have to wait for the germination of the seed, isn't it? And it depends on the environmental factor and many other problems, like in some case some the seed do not contain the embryo. So all case you have to face in sexual reproduction, but in case of vegetative reproduction you don't have to face all those. You just have to cut down the stem and plant it on the soil. Then after 2-3 weeks the new plant will grow from that stem, isn't it? The small bud will come out, and later on if you take care, if you give a little effort, then you can obtain a new plant. Next point, number third, more number of offspring can be produced. So in vegetative reproduction you can obtain more number of offspring. That means, like, when you plant like 30 stem, then you will obtain 30 number of offspring. But in case of sexual reproduction, even if you sow 30 number of seeds, you will get less than it, because it depends on many environmental factor on germination. So more number of offspring can be produced in vegetative propagation. Then how much? Example, like if you plant it for 100 stem, you will obtain directly 100 offspring. Clear? Next, the seedless plant can also be produced vegetative propagation. So seedless plant means, like example, sugar cane. Okay, sugar cane is a very common example. You can see, I hope you have sugar cane at your home and you can try it by your hand. Okay, practically you can do. You just cut down the stem, presence of node. Okay, you just cut down the stem of sugar cane and plant it, then you can ultimately obtain. So you don't have to sow the seed for the growing of sugarcane. Clear? So sugarcane, again, like bamboo also. So bamboo, planting of bamboo also done through vegetative propagation only. At home they just cut down the stem and they plant it. Next we will talk the non-viable seed can also be produced. So non-viable seed, the non-viable seed, that means, like example, like banana plant. Okay, so banana plant, we all know that they have the seed, but I think the planting of banana is not done through seed. Okay, the planting is mainly done through rhizome. So the rhizome in banana plant, when we plant a new banana, so the rhizome is selected. So that rhizome is actually vegetative part, so it has the ability to grow into new plant. So, and again, like rose, in case of flower you can see rose. Okay, rose plant do have a seed, but germination do not take place because of non-viable, that means lost ability of germination. So in that case, when the gardener planted rose, they just cut down the stem. That means the old stem, they just cut it and plant it in the soil. Then later on they obtain the new plant. Clear? Next, fast growing than the seed. So as I said, that the seed depend on many environmental factor. So at the same time, the stem, it can grow in every environment. Okay, not in every environment, but more adaptable or more advanced than the seed. Clear? Okay, so those are the advantages of vegetative reproduction. And if you want to increase your notes, you can write more notes, and you can add this point also in your notes too. Okay, thank you.